Coming up on City Spotlight, we continue the start of Season 11 as we have another 2 community episode here on City Spotlight. We'll start things off in Tuscola, talking Tuscola Schools with Tuscola Schools Superintendent Gary Alexander. We'll learn about the new school year in Tuscola, and we'll hear and see about the recent facility upgrades with Tuscola Schools. Then it's off to Casey and the 36th Casey Popcorn Festival. We'll have sights and sounds and learn a little history about this annual tradition in Casey. 2 communities being featured in this episode, Tuscola and Casey, here on City Spotlight.
It's almost impossible to imagine life without internet today. It keeps us connected to work, school, and loved ones, no matter where they are. Fidium Fiber Internet now serves over 1 million locations, providing reliable, consistent service that keeps these connections strong. From vibrant cities to quiet rural areas, fiber broadband is a key driver of economic growth. Fidium is dedicated to supporting communities and enhancing lives through this essential technology. Learn more at fidiumfiber.com.
And hello and welcome back to another edition of City Spotlight. We continue the start of Season 11 of City Spotlight, Episode 2, and we're going to have another 2 community episode here. We're going to start things off back in Tuscola. We're back at Tuscola High School. We're talking Tuscola Schools, and we welcome back to the program Gary Alexander, Superintendent of Tuscola Schools. Gary, great to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
We are taping here on September 6th, about a month into the school year. We're going to talk about that, but last time we taped with Gary was spring of 2023. Here at Tuscola High School, there was a lot of excitement with a lot of facility work going on at the time. There were some things that we showed off then, but when I walked in the doors today, wow, what a difference 16 months make. You walk in from Prairie. Gary, tell us everything else that has kind of been completed since we last taped.
Well, the last time you were here, we pretty much just had one wing kind of redone. Now, on this day, we have touched pretty much the entire school. And the school looks so different, so much better. Our kids have taken joy and pride in the building, and it's something that I am very proud of, and I know that our staff and our administration is very proud of. I actually have a high school class reunion, because I don't know if you remember, I'm an alumni from Tuscola.
You are?
Yes. And I have a high school class reunion come up, and I have classmates reaching out to me wanting personal tours of this building because they've heard how nice it is. So
it's worth mentioning to our audience, as I looked back before this taping, this is the first major renovation at this building since it was built.
Correct.
That is major.
It is, and a late 1950s building. It has, they've done small repairs here and there, but as far as a major renovation, nothing was done until we started, and it's been a long process, probably 3-year process from start to. We're still not finished. We're still touching up minor areas.
This stuff takes time.
It does. It does. But I can say that I'm proud to show it off, because we're at a point where we can let people in and be very happy with what we have done.
It's great to be on this program and share these transformations of our local school districts. We ended season 10 in Neoga. They had major transformations of their high school. In Tuscola, they have major transformations. You were just telling me the location of the cafeteria has changed.
So the cafeteria used to be a cafeteria that had a stage in it. So when it wasn't a cafeteria, we could use it as a play or a musical. And now we have moved our cafeteria to actually the old industrial arts shop here in the high school. And we have turned the cafeteria into strictly an auditorium with the same stages there, because it was in great shape, but we've added a sound booth, we've added a little bit of permanent seating and just some storage, and aesthetically dressed it up.
Wonderful. You definitely wanted to talk about the industrial arts program.
Yeah.
Segue there.
Sure.
Is back.
It's back, and industrial arts was a strength at Tuscola when I went to school here and years after. But what happened was the industrial arts teachers, both at the high school and at the middle school, retired. And if you know anything about industrial arts, like for example, Eastern Illinois used to have a program, but they were receiving too few applicants and basically had to drop the program. And so finding an industrial arts teacher was a problem. And so we finally found one. We found a person who we've started building the program back up. We're a month into it, and it's going well. So I'm very excited to bring industrial arts back to the students at Tuscola.
If we all know what industrial arts is, certainly some great skills are learned in that classroom, skills that can be used in any community. So
That's correct.
Great to have that back. When I walked in the prairie side of Tuscola High School, wow, you definitely know where you are. I mean,
Yeah.
just the color. Walking down to this conference room, we've taped in this conference room before. When we last taped, it had literally just been opened.
Yeah.
Lots of shiny, brand new yellow.
We have a lot of yellow. We have our colors are the gold and the black and gold, and so we have a lot of the gold yellowish colors.
Can't
with
tell
black.
by your shirt.
Yeah, I know, and and so we've added some murals that kind of help walls stand out. And yes, when you walk in, it says "Home of the Warriors," so you know where you're at.
And speaking of Warriors, that's the name of athletics-wise. And what we showed off the last time we were here, inside the high school gym, you had the new lights, but you kind of told us about what was still to come.
Yes.
Inside, new video board, and also new video board scoreboard at the high school football field. So again, the athletic venue is getting a lot of love.
Yeah, it is. We're fortunate enough to have for our video boards, both inside and out, we had sponsorships. So that took some of the financial pressure off of the school district, and those sponsorships have committed to that board and to the board outside, and so we are able to have a great great recognition of our students on those boards during games, and also we've used the board outside for big school outings, and we've offered it to community if they want to show a movie night, outside. That's a great place to do it.
Again, like I think the words I used last time, it becomes a multi-purpose facility for not just the school, the whole community.
That's correct. And also outside we added new bleachers and new press box. So
you were very excited about the press box, because press boxes. I'm calling high school football games. I know about cramped press boxes, so I could appreciate a new press box.
And it's not cramped. It's plenty of space, and it's nice to have.
Wonderful. You also wanted to talk about last time was new air conditioning at the high school and across the street at East Prairie.
Across the street, yes. So that has been a game changer for us. Apologize for the bell. That's been a game changer. I don't have to make that decision whether we're getting out early anymore. That disruption of education doesn't happen anymore because we have air conditioning, and and each individual is different. So each classroom has a setting that the teacher can put on what the comfort level is for their classroom. And so air conditioning, people don't realize until you get it how much you missed it and how much it does impact academics. It's hard to learn when you have sweat running down your face.
I think we can all appreciate those of us that grew up in Central Illinois or any place that has those warm startup months. That first month of school can be pretty spicy, I guess. And if you don't have circulating air, it can be uncomfortable.
What was it last week? We had temperatures in real feel 110.
My elementary school kid in Charleston had his after-school welcome back program pushed back a week because it was 100 degrees.
Right. So I did not have to make that decision, and so that helped us, and we were able to continue in a full day, which I think helps kids being in school on a consistent basis.
I also have written down the classrooms here at the high school.
Yeah, so like I said before, every place was touched. So new paint, new ceiling tile, new lights, new furniture, new boards on the wall, like the glass board behind us.
Yeah,
those are
Hopefully it's not revealing too much stuff on there.
No, I think we're all right. I don't think
the shot is tight enough.
I don't think Fisher's going to see our plays.
There's some math and it looks like some football plays drawn up, but it's a conference room. Wow, I mean, Gary, this is tremendous for the school district, and I know it's a game changer for the students. But let's talk about your staff. they have a new place to do their job.
They do, and they have something that they can be proud of their space, and outside of the air conditioning, because we know how that affects everybody, but the excitement to have something new and something that they can be proud of has really brought a positive buzz into the building, staff and students. A lot of our students are just amazed when they came back and saw the changes that had happened. You could tell they were beaming with pride instead of the old prison look that the former building had.
Well, things do age over time, and you've been fortunate enough to upgrade your facilities here along Prairie, where all the education happens in Tuscola. Was looking back at all the interviews that we've done so far. I've interviewed you probably almost every year. You've been back here in your native Tuscola, where you graduated from. Now 5 years. Can you believe all the things you've accomplished in 5 years, navigating through a pandemic and all this?
Yeah, I look back at it, and 5 years has gone fast. And I'm very fortunate to work in a district where the community cares about education. So we've had a lot of support from our community. I've worked with some great board members. That's one thing I can honestly say. I have had board members who are very much open-minded to helping kids and doing what needs to be done to help kids. So I haven't done it on my own. Administration and staff has had great input, but the community and the board has really allowed us to make this progress.
Very good. Glad to be able to catch up on all these new facility changes. I want to ask you real quickly, we're about a month into the new school year. Exciting time for educators, people such as yourself. What's the excitement of the new school year? How's it going 1 month in?
It's going well. It's going real well. I think the biggest excitement that I get is just seeing the kids come back. The building, I'll be honest, it's nice when the building's quiet early in June, but when the kids come back and the buzz is in the air, that's the best thing. That's the best feeling. That's why I got into education, for that buzz of having the kids in the building. And it's nice seeing them. Some of them you don't recognize because they've grown.
Oh yeah,
and changed. So just the excitement of having the kids back in the building has been great.
Anything else you'd like to add, Gary? Anything coming up here this school year that is noteworthy? Any special events or anything other than athletics, which are all the time?
I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is in our new auditorium. In October, we are putting on a play. Beautiful. And so that is one thing I want to see, how that new setting really evolves and helps our students. I noticed on our Twitter account, I believe yesterday, they had a picture of the first practice in the new area. So I think I'm looking forward to that, to seeing the community come out for that. We had an open house there, and the community came out and really supported it, just to open up the doors so they could see it. So I'm looking forward to how they come and support it with a new venue.
I can appreciate those comments. I have a daughter in Charleston that's involved in the drama program, so I know about those drama parents and kids. They get real excited about their opportunity to shine. Gary Alexander, Superintendent of Tuscola Schools. Gary, pleasure to have you on again.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all that's transpired. The future is bright for Tuscola.
It sure is, and we appreciate you being here.
Great to always come back to Tuscola and talk Tuscola Schools with Gary. Coming up next here on City Spotlight, we'll change locations to Casey, and we'll have highlights of the latest Casey Popcorn Festival. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in the communities of Tuscola and Casey.
Good morning.
We got popcorn.
Hey, look, Ivy, you were right. Popcorn.
Yep, I was.
My name is Shane Todd. I'm one of the 5-6 board members on the Casey Popcorn Festival Committee. It's been a great weekend so far. We started off last night with the Feud and Hillbillies, the next crush in the beer garden, and now great weather today. The weather's cooled off a little bit. Sun's not out yet, which we hope it stays behind the clouds, and great rest of the weekend.
Shane, tell me about what this festival means. It's in its 36th edition. What does this festival mean to Casey?
Yep, 36th year. This festival is something I remember growing up. It's something you look forward to at the end of summer. The school goes back, but you got the Popcorn Festival to look forward to every year. Our goal when we kind of took over the festival was to make this a family reunion, a class reunion type event where everybody comes back this weekend to get together with your family, friends, people you haven't seen in forever, and just have fun down at our beautiful 40-acre park here in Casey, Illinois.
Before I approached and found you here in the middle, in the heart of the festival,
Yep.
I was reminded of past leadership of this festival.
Yep.
I saw Mr. McDaniels, the Grand Marshal, in the parade. You have one of the streets is Bernie Morgan Way. Talk about the festival up till this point, and maybe what are some of the new wrinkles that you've tried to infuse?
Sure. You know, this being the 36th annual, I am 37 years old, so I've been here every year basically for the festival. So I have fond memories, and we wouldn't be here without the guys that originated this. Bernie, John McDaniel, Ed Richardson, those guys. We wouldn't be here without them. Now, with that being said, we chose to take it over from them after they were kind of ready to be done with it. It's a lot of work, and we just wanted to kind of flip it on its head and add to everything here. So we brought in a full carnival. We've kind of amped up the entertainment with national recording artists, a newer stage. We changed the layout a little bit just to make it flow a little better. We also added the beer garden just to kind of make it more of a class reunion, family reunion, place to gather type of festival.
Where are you from?
Casey.
So, tell me about this popcorn festival. It's been going on almost pretty much 4 decades, and you guys kind of have a parade now.
Yes, we do. We've had a parade for the last 3 years, and I've attended every popcorn festival that they've had since it started.
Wow. So, what are your earliest memories of the popcorn festival in Casey?
Used to, you had to buy a pin to get into all of the festivities down at the park, the shows and stuff. They've now raised enough money where that's not an issue. The carnival was always a real fun time for everybody. The shows, one of my favorite shows used to be a long time ago was the Shaboom. They were a 50s band and always brought a big crowd. So that's one of my favorite memories was the Shaboom crew.
Everybody loves a parade, right? Casey, as far as I can remember, we've always had great parades where we have the 4th of July parade, we have the homecoming parade. We thought, why not bring back the popcorn fest? I think they tried it a long time ago before I can really remember it, so I said, why not bring it back? And then we had over 100 entries in this year's parade. It was great. Downtown was packed. That's another thing, is we want to, bring commerce to Casey. We have our big things. This helps with that. Just bring Casey to people's forefront.
My name is John McDaniel, and I'm one of the founders of the Casey Popcorn Festival.
John, tell us why you are here at this 36th edition of the festival. Why are you here this year?
I am so humbled that they offered to me and said, would you be the ground marshal in the parade? And I said, yes, I will. And it was to go back and see all the friends and everybody that I've known throughout the years and being ground marshal of a parade was it was really humbling. It brought tears to my eyes. It really did.
I interviewed Bernie Morgan pre-COVID, so that kind of dates it a little bit.
Yep.
But what are some of the newer things that you've infused maybe since COVID?
Well, we've got a lot more food trucks, so around 20 plus food trucks around here. We brought back the full carnival. That was a big thing. It's sometimes a little difficult dealing with different carnival. We got a great one this year in Brady Amusements. And then we've also kind of, like I said, upped our entertainment game. So we've got Easton Corbin coming Sunday night. He's a national recording artist. Platinum Rock Legends tonight. They're going to put on a 3-hour show where they impersonate 20 plus different people. A 3-hour show that's going to rock the stage. And then we also added the beer garden. We wanted a way to kind of help the festival profit a little bit. This thing doesn't go on without money, so we got to help kind of profit off that a little bit, and also just make it a gathering place for people to be with their friends and family.
The place that I was at filming before I came and found you was over there, the Saddle Club.
Yep.
And the horses. Talk about that being a tradition of this festival.
Yeah, our park, we have an amazing 40-acre park. With our horse arena, they had the Saddle Club. They have built that up and renovated that area. And they've done an amazing job over there. So we added them. We wanted to have them come over and, hey, show off that this weekend. Bring your community to our community and bring everybody together so we can work together for the better good of Casey, really.
I have got to say that the group that is now running the festival has taken it to the next level. They're doing things that we had never even thought of when we started the festival 36 years ago.
So I'm fortunate enough to interview someone that is a native of the community. Not everybody that runs these festivals is a native of it, but you are a native. What pride does it bring you that you're helping with this next iteration of this festival?
It's a lot of work, so it's a little stressful through the week, being away from family and friends and work and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't change it because I'm doing this I have 3 daughters under 8. It's for them. I had that experience when I was little, and I want them to grow up with this experience of the Casey Popcorn Festival, having that memory. That's a core memory every year that they can experience that, hey, I'm going to look forward to Labor Day weekend for that popcorn festival.
Do you have a past memory, since you're as old as the festival, do you have a past memory when you were a youth of the festival that just lives with you till now?
Yeah, there's a lot of memories. Just always getting the free popcorn, sitting down here, listening to Shaboom was the big hit back when I was little. I actually was hypnotized on this stage at this festival. The Tot Rod pedal pull, being a member, getting the pedal in that, and just being a part of it as a community, seeing everybody every weekend here.
Good job.
Woo!
To feel the pride of being here in the Grand Marshal, to make that comment about the new leadership, and you were part of that founding leadership. To see all the Casey Popcorn Festival from then to now, how do you feel the ... there?
Today's younger generation has just taken a good idea and a good festival and just totally expanded it into, probably some of our founders had no idea, no dreams that it could get to this magnitude, and they've done a super job, and it's still a good family event, and it originally started with the WKZI Prairie Balloon Festival back in 1982. And Bernie Morgan approached me and he says, we need to do more. And I said, what do you want to do, Bernie? And he says, popcorn. At that time, the Coconauer family was growing popcorn out west of town. He got with Rube Howe and Rube, and Bernie and I started it 36 years ago, and it's just grown into an unbelievable event.
Are these folks behind you? I guess they're family and friends?
Yes, all family. Yes, my daughter and my grandsons, and then my mom and dad, and then my sister-in-law and her daughter-in-law is down there. So yeah.
What's it like to attend the hometown festival with family and friends?
It's just a really great feeling, and to see all these people come into Casey, just really warms my heart to see everybody come out and enjoy themselves, and it's a good time to go and eat lots of food and get your favorite songs sung to you and stuff like that. It's just been a really great time.
Do you have a favorite thing about the Popcorn Festival, whether it be past or present?
Just spending time with family and friends and getting to see people we've not seen for a while.
A festival centered around popcorn. It's worked for all these years, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody loves popcorn. You can walk around outside here with a bag of popcorn. It helps that it's free. So then we thought, popcorn, butter. We wanted to renovate the flea market, if you want to say, to make it more of an artisan type market, handmade crafts, that type of stuff. So we thought, why not Butterfield Market? Just came out of the blue, I don't know. So there's 40 plus vendors over there in the Butterfield Market, something for everybody over there, chainsaw carving, everything over there.
Did you ever imagine still be around and still be a viable thing in this community?
No, I think it was just an idea that started, and we had we knew popcorn would be a good entity, but just had no idea that how it would grow this much.
The Casey Popcorn Festival is what to Casey?
It's tradition. I think Casey Popcorn Festival is tradition to Casey. Especially now that we've seen people come back for the beer garden every night. It's coming back and it's reminding them of your youth. Everybody loves to think about when they were young, riding their bikes or coming down and getting that bag of popcorn. It's tradition, it's history, and it's going to be a part of the future for many years to come.
When a community has a signature event where this happens and it's multiple days and brings all kinds of people out to the community, whether local or not. What does this popcorn festival mean to Casey now in its 36th edition?
Oh, it really brings a lot of people to town, and so it helps all the businesses around. And without these special events, some of these businesses wouldn't be able to keep going on.
I guess I got to ask you, it is a popcorn festival. What's your favorite kind of popcorn?
Me, I'm just a regular kind of girl. I just like buttered popcorn.
How do you like your popcorn?
Just a lot of salt and a lot of butter.
Thank you for tuning in to City Spotlight. You can check out past episodes, including the one you're watching right now, on YouTube. To check out recent episodes of Central and Southeastern Illinois towns featured on City Spotlight, search on YouTube, City Spotlight, with the show number and the name of the town. Listed on your screen are the last 5 episodes of City Spotlight.
It's almost impossible to imagine life without internet today. It keeps us connected to work, school, and loved ones, no matter where they are. Fidium Fiber Internet now serves over 1 million locations, providing reliable, consistent service that keeps these connections strong. From vibrant cities to quiet rural areas, fiber broadband is a key driver of economic growth. Fidium is dedicated to supporting communities and enhancing lives through this essential technology. Learn more at fidiumfiber.com.